Hey, what is up? And welcome back to the Skinny Survivor channel. And today we're going to be talking about all the ways that you can avoid gym intimidation. So let me ask you this simple question. Are you scared of stepping into the gym? Do you feel intimidated going into the gym as a beginner and you have no idea what you're doing and you're afraid that people might judge you? Well, today's video is going to make sure that you're comfortable stepping into the gym as a beginner and make it much easier for you to get in there without the fear. So first things first, you need to understand that having fear is normal, especially starting out with something you have no idea what you're doing. It's normal to have fear. It's simply your body telling you that there's danger, your body warning you that there's something that you don't understand, that you haven't tried before, and that you don't know how to do. And that is a good signal that you're starting something new, you're starting something that's gonna grow you and change you. So it's normal to have fear. For example, when I started my martial arts journey, I had no idea what I was doing in the boxing ring. I stepped into the gym and I was scared. There was all these guys, throwing combos, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I was afraid. But you need to understand that with competence comes confidence. The more you do something, the more you drill it into your head, the more confident you become at it. And it's the same with the gym. You step in every single time with fear, and eventually it becomes easy. The great Robin Sharma once said, "Greatness begins beyond our comfort zone." And that means that building a great body, becoming the buff guy, building a great physique means that we need to step out of our comfort zone in order to get stuff done. And that means going through fear and doing it anyway. Buff guys do it anyway. Despite the fear, they use their courage, they muster up their courage, and they get it done. So listen, if your friends are calling you a bitch because you have fear in the gym, don't worry what they say. It's normal to have fear, especially as a beginner. You're just starting out, you're trying to work things out, you're trying to understand things, you have no idea what you're doing, you're confused, you're frustrated. Just realize that fear is a normal part of growth. You gotta understand this. Everyone had to start somewhere. The pros you see, the jack guys on Instagram you see or YouTube, they had to start somewhere. They started in your exact same position as a beginner, not knowing what they were doing, and became pros, became masters of their field. And eventually one day you will too, if you stick to it and you go through the fear and get it done anyway. So tip number one to avoid gym intimidation is to follow a workout program. Now this might seem very simple, but it is a huge mistake that I made in the beginning, which meant I was more intimidated in the gym. Why? Because I had no idea what I was doing. Just imagine this 90-pound skinny guy who has no idea what he's doing, walking around the gym, trying all these different machines. The fear of being judged was definitely at its maximum. So if you have a workout program, that means you simply have a guide to know what you're doing on the day, so you feel less intimidated and you feel less worried about doing the wrong things. So follow a workout program. Tip number two is to get a workout partner. Now, if you have no friends, then this probably doesn't apply to you. But if you have friends and you can get a workout partner, this is the best way to avoid gym intimidation, because two eagles are always better than one. And having a partner there, as a friend to spot you is even better for strength gains, but it's also going to help you ease the pain of going in there by yourself. So tip number two is to get a workout partner, because it's going to make the gym less scary. Tip number three is to avoid peak hours. Now you need to ask the receptionist at the gym what time peak hours are, but usually it's around work office hours. So anywhere between 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. would probably be peak hours, because everyone's finishing work and they're rushing to the gym, and there are going to be hundreds and hundreds of people in the gym. So if you're starting out in the gym, you're a beginner, you just started out, you just signed your membership, probably one of the worst times to go in with your gym intimidation is those peak hours. So you want to avoid those peak hours. 24-hour gyms, have access to the gym 24 hours, so you're able to go at later hours when there's less people. So this is a good idea if you're scared of going to the gym, you don't want to be judged, or you're simply intimidated. So tip number four is to use a pair of headphones. A pair of headphones is simply going to allow you to zone out and to stay focused on the goal at hand. And that means focusing on your workout. And that's going to get your mind off the fact, that you're thinking that people are going to judge you, or people are looking at you, or people are looking at your form. When you have headphones, you can completely block out the world, zone in on your workout, and get the workout done. So tip number 5 is a personal experience of mine. Being at numerous gyms, this is a tip that I think will help a lot of skinny guys who are experiencing gym intimidation. And the tip is to go to a local gym instead of a big box gym. So with big box gyms, you usually have hundreds and hundreds of people because it's a huge commercial gym, full of all different kinds of people. But when you find a local or smaller gym, even a small 24-hour gym, you're gonna have less people, you're gonna have less crowds, and it's gonna be less intimidating for you. So tip number 5 is to find a local gym instead of a big box gym. And finally, my last tip is this. Wear a piece of clothing that makes you feel comfortable enough to step in the gym. Now, when I first started out, one of my biggest fears was my skinny arms. I was afraid that people were gonna look at my arms, people were gonna judge me for my skinny arms, and that was one of the reasons I couldn't even get in the gym. So eventually I found out that wearing loose clothing, preferably a hoodie or a jacket to cover up, make you feel comfortable enough to go in the gym is gonna help you ease off that gym intimidation and get you in there despite having skinny arms. So lastly, wear a piece of clothing that makes you feel comfortable enough to go in there. So hope those tips helped you today. Listen, my best piece of advice for you is to just do it. Despite the fear, go in and get it done. You want to build that body, you want to become that buff guy. There's going to be some discomfort, there's going to be some hard times, and there's going to be that fear in the beginning. But if you can get through that fear, build the confidence with the competence, and experience a life of confidence, it's going to be worth it. So make sure you get in there and do it despite the fear. So hope this video helped you today. If you liked it, you enjoyed it, or it helped you in any way, make sure to hit the subscribe button below so you can get more of this type of content. Make sure to hit the like button so that lets me know that you enjoy this type of content, and I will be able to produce more for you. Make sure to implement these tips today and not tomorrow so you can start getting amazing results and take one step closer to becoming that buff guy you always wanted to be. I'll see you in the next video.